Oh, shit. All right, and we're rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the inaugural episode of Murf and Me, episode 1. Here we go. With me today is someone I've been wanting to do a show with for a long time. Look, I'm a one-man show here, so bear with me. With me today is Marlon J. Comedy. Marlon, thank you. Welcome to the show. How are you today?
Good to be here. Nice. I'm having a good time on my day off. It's a Sunday. I like it.
Day off, Sunday, you're spending it with your buddy Murf. Nice. We met at the bar.
Yep.
Not a gay bar. Wasn't a pickup joint.
I mean, people do get picked up there. I've picked up a few girls. A few girls will pick me up there. We call it a pickup joint.
Yeah, okay. No, I was a patron, you were the bartender, and we just got to shooting the breeze. Turns out we have a lot in common. I should just scoot to the right a little bit.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, cool. Sorry, guys. First, not your show, but tell us where you grew up. How you got? What are your origin story?
I grew up in South LA, South Central. Been here my whole life, and I work in Pasadena. I've worked in Pasadena for the last 10 years.
Nice. Okay. When you were a kid growing up in South Central, how was that?
It was interesting. We had to move at one point because the cars kept getting broken into, the homes kept getting broken into. But once we got a little bit closer to the USC area, it was a lot more relaxed and it's still dangerous at points, but not as much. So it improved. And then also my schools, as I got closer to 2009, like the schools got a lot safer. So in 2005 was a lot more rough. But as time progressed, they got a lot more relaxed. So it's not as bad as it used to be. But there's still trouble out there. If you're looking for trouble, it'll find you. But if you stay out of trouble, you'll be all right.
See, now I grew up on the East Coast. I'm from Boston.
Yeah.
Try to project too, because we're on the camera
Awesome.
mic. But yeah, when you think of South Central, nothing good comes to mind. In my opinion.
Usually that's the case.
And I'm not trying to be racist or prejudiced or anything, but like, come on.
I like when people say that. I'm not trying to be racist or prejudiced. But no, you're right. Even us that live out there, we kind of have like our little, thoughts and preconceived notions about it. But it's a beautiful place to grow up. It just has a little precautions that you have to take to be safe. You can never be too safe. You gotta lock your doors and lock your windows.
Yeah, lock your doors, hide the kids, hide the wife, that kind of thing.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. No. Well, media, and I wanted to get to this with entertainment because you're an entertainer. I'm an entertainer.
Yes.
I've been doing this over 20 years. But when I was a kid, California was always depicted in two ways.
Yeah.
Baywatch, 90210, or Ice Cube, NWA, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society.
Well, it's all that. It's like I think with LA, it's like 5 minutes over here, people are living one kind of life, and 5 minutes in different direction, people are living a different kind of life. Like there's beautiful parts of Pasadena, and there's ugly parts of Pasadena. It's like that. Like you could be in Beverly Hills at one moment, and then you could be in the hood at another moment.
It's
and
true.
You could be in Hollywood with the weirdos and the performers. It's just like it's a big melting pot of like a lot of different lifestyles.
If you're not familiar with Los Angeles County, Pasadena, all that stuff, it is the strangest place on earth. Boston is this big, okay?
Yeah.
So you know where to go, where not to go, blah, blah, blah. We have our areas. I grew up in like the Irish ghetto, kind of, but I knew not to go to that area. I knew my section. But yeah, Pasadena is crazy.
When I think of Boston, I think of the Departed.
Exactly. Like, that's what I was saying. Like,
The Departed.
Departed. Movies and media dictate your sense of, especially when you're a kid.
Yeah.
You're telling me, like, South Central, they lock your doors, roll up your windows. But on the other hand, it's a nice, livable
it is.
town where I would...
Certainly.
I don't go south of Pasadena, to be honest with you.
That's why I travel an hour to work over here, because I like the parking's better. It's a lot more chill. It's a lot more relaxed.
I'm sure the tips are a little bit better.
Fuck yeah. Can I curse on here?
Yeah.
100%. The tips are way better.
You can curse until we get canceled or whatever. That'll be the best thing that happens to the show. I get a flag or a warning or something.
That's anybody's dream. My dream is to become successful enough to get canceled.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be canceled.
As long as I'm rich, you can cancel me.
Yeah, seriously. That's the interesting thing. Like with these shows, like I do with Lou and stuff, is we can sidetrack or whatever. It's
That's
like
the goal.
one of my favorite comedians or comedic actors. Well, I guess you could say he was a comedian. Was Bill Murray growing up?
Okay.
And he goes, before you want to be famous, be rich.
There you go.
He goes, you don't want to be famous.
Enough money to be considered to be canceled.
Yeah.
Bill Murray, is that the guy that does the voice of Mike Wazowski?
No, Bill Murray's Ghostbusters.
Oh, Bill. Who's the Mike Wazowski guy? That's
I don't know.
That is really good guy. It'll come to me. But Bill Murray's Ghostbusters. Okay, now I know who that is.
Yeah. Cats and dogs living together, all that stuff. So yeah, actually, I want to take that right now. So you're in comedy. You're an active comedian.
Yes.
What was your influence? Like, what was that lightning bolt moment?
My first influence was watching Seinfeld. Like we didn't have cable, so we had to watch like UPN, like Channel 13 and stuff. So Seinfeld would come on like at 10, and every episode starts with him doing stand up, and I was like, yo, that's amazing. The way he just like takes like everyday insights and observations that he sees, and he makes like a tiny little thing that you think is minimal by your day. He makes it like into a 5-minute bit where it's just like hilarious.
Yeah.
Then I got a little bit older and I saw Dane Cook, and I'm like, Seinfeld's like in a suit at some sort of like restaurant, and Dane Cook is at Madison Square Garden in the round like a concert. I'm like, this is like same job, just two different worlds. And I'm like, I got turned on by the whole like aspect of like you can be like a megastar from doing this. So it's like that's what kind of got me into it.
Well, that's it. Actually, you're on. It's interesting because I'm a little bit older than you. Well, actually, probably a lot. But our origin story isn't that different.
Oh yeah.
Seinfeld would do 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 do. That iconic, jazz beat.
Jingle, yeah.
Everybody knows that beat.
Yeah.
And then he does, well, you know the thing about airline food, and I was around that era. Sitcoms, when I was a kid, were if you had a 5-minute set, you got a sitcom.
Oh, I wish that would happen.
No, it's obsolete now. It's obsolete now. Like this show, like I said to Luke, this show would be a sitcom.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, okay, let's just take these two guys, fish up, older guy, younger guy. All right, it writes itself.
That would be, yeah, you're right.
But now with the TikTok, the Instagram, everyone's a comedian. Everyone has,
That's the beauty of it. I like the fact that everyone's a comedian, because it's like, before you had to go out there, get discovered, and then put on, and then go through the whole process. Now you are the process. So you can put yourself on. You grab your cell phone, record yourself, go viral. You're your own network. Like, you don't need NBC or ABC or Disney. You just become your own, your own machine, and you get your own views and stuff, get your own money. So it's you're cutting out the middleman in modern day.
Yeah. Well, let me take you back.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I first started in the industry, this was in like the late '90s, I want to say.
Okay.
You had to have headshots, and you literally went to a photographer, and they gave you the film. You probably don't even know. You guys probably don't even know. You literally got what they call the negative, and then you took the negative to the what's it called, the reproduction company.
Yeah.
It was literally called Reproductions. And then they printed you like 200 headshots.
Provided that you didn't get scammed by a fake photographer.
Oh yeah, all the time.
They would take the money and you show up to there's no studio here.
Serious. No, you used to see it like, remember like on the telephone, maybe you don't, but on the telephone pole would be like, need headshots? Like, and you pull the number, and it was like $50. And I was like, oh my God, $50, I'm gonna be broke. I'm never gonna make it,
Yeah.
And then the reproduction was like $200 or $150 for 200, something like that. And then you had to mail them in the manila folder with your resume glued to the so you had to
That's called the press kit, right?
Yeah.